This conference will now be recorded.
Open span. Okay, log into this application, then enter username, enter password, click on sign in button. Then now we are going to create the user. See here, we need to perform mouse over on settings icon, then click on users, then enter first name, last name, email, then add user. This is one test case. Then click on customers, account number, then customer name, add customer. You need to verify. Okay, in first screen we entered right account number, username, then this one we need to verify whether you are getting in another screen or not. First we need to verify this, then you need to enter street address, city, state, zip code, email, phone number, new customer. Generally, okay, if you want to create new customer, manually how we are going to do, login, then click on users, enter, manually we are going to do. Okay, if you want to create 100 customers, manually it is difficult. You may create duplicate one. To avoid that, to reduce time also, we are automating the process. Okay, here we have different drop downs as well: bronze, silver, gold. And here one challenging part is there. Okay, you need to click this account open. See here, today date it is highlighting with 15. Okay, if you are executing tomorrow, it need to be selected tomorrow date. This will be highlighted. If you are executing after 1 year, okay, that particular date will be highlighted. But no need to change any script manually. You need to create a XPath in such a way that, okay, based on that particular day it is going to select the date and it will create the customer details. Like that we need to write custom XPath. Here I will tell you how to write custom XPath. First try to create user. You need to automate the application, then only you can learn this subject. You can take this website, okay, for completing task. RNHRMS is there. Take this website. Try this as task, okay. I will tell you, if you face any challenge, please let me know. If you are unable to identify expert, I will guide you. But you need to try by your own, then only you can learn this subject. Here click on admin. Here we can add the users, system users. Click on add user, user role. I think, okay, this is drop down. Let me check whether it is drop down or not. See, generally drop down, you can see the select tag, right? Here we don't have any select tag. Then how we are going to select these drop downs? Okay, you just try. If you are facing any challenge, please let me know. Employee name. This is autocomplete. See, whenever you are typing single character, right, it will display the details. This is autocomplete. It will populate the records. Okay, you can select anything. Status enabled. Okay, this is password. This is your task. You need to create the user. If you face any challenge, please let me know. Then you need to verify this message as well. After login, click on admin. Then add. Here you need to select the user role. Then you need to select the status whether a user enabled or not. Then type something here. Try to click this username, and without entering data you need to verify, okay, whether it is displaying required or not. These are the mandatory fields. See here, star symbol is there. Without entering mandatory fields you cannot able to save the user. You need to understand how to test the application. Each and everything is mandatory field only here. See, because for each and every field they kept as required. This is the star button. See, that means mandatory field. Without giving this data you can't proceed further. That's why it is showing. But they need to display proper error message, not required. Okay, employee name required for this field, user role required, then status required, username required. Generally in real time applications, right, okay, they are going to give proper error messages. Password required, confirm password required, like that. They will give detailed error messages. Here this is dummy test, for testing purpose they created, right? That's why they are giving just required message. Okay, it should be valid one. Even first you need to know how to test the application manually. If you are taking any functionality, you need to try with multiple combinations. First thing, you need to try to save data without giving the mandatory fields. Try to save data with mandatory fields. See, it is taking more time to retrieve details. And you need to select the disabled option. Okay, after saving, you need to verify. Ravi 1, welcome at the rate of 2022. Here, okay, after saving the user details, verify this is disabled or not. See here, lot of users we have. Total 50 records. Okay, where we need to search this? We created, right? Yeah, Ravi one here. Yeah, disabled. We selected as disabled, right? You need to verify this as well. Then try to edit. Try to change this as enabled. Try to change this user role as ESS instead of admin. If you want to change password, you can select this option. If it is not required, save and verify now again whether it is this status changed to enabled or not. Like this you need to test, you need to perform the testing manually. You need to perform the testing, then try to delete this. Yes, delete. I don't want to keep this user. With Soumya, someone practicing here. Okay, okay, take this kind of applications and try to if you want you can search the users like this. Ravi 123 I created, right, with the username. I can search whether it is showing record or not. Verify. Yeah, I created Ravi 123, right? Whether I am able to search the employee or not. If you have 1,000 records, right? Okay, each and everything we can't search. This is the simple thing to search the user, to retrieve the user details. Okay, with this we can reduce the time. Reset. After clicking reset, okay, this will be empty. Try one thing here. Let's select this option as well and try to search. Yeah, still it is showing one record. Now I will change this combination as admin, okay, and see whether it will display record or not. Now it is not displaying. See, no records found because I created Ravi123 username with the ESS. Okay, if these two conditions true, then only it will display the record details. Like this also, we need to perform the testing. You need to know how many ways we are going to perform the testing. We can enter the employee name as well. With employee name, whether you are able to retrieve details or not. Please clear this. Okay, you can try with different combinations. How many records we have? Two records with the same employee. You need to verify how many records we have because multiple employee names are available for the username, same username. Enabled, okay, disabled, I can select. If you are clicking a reset, again, if you take any functionality, you need to know how to test that functionality. Add user, this many test cases you will get. Add user, edit user, delete user, update user, then search user. This many test cases you can write. Take any functionality, same thing you need to think, okay? Then only you can try with different combinations. Manual testing is nothing, okay? Only thing you need to think, okay, how to test this functionality. Whenever you start thinking, right, okay, then you can test that functionality properly. We will try with the different combinations. That's why no need to learn any manual testing concepts. Just to go through how to create test cases, how to log defects. This is also very important, okay? In each and every interview, they will ask you what is the defect life cycle. You need to explain them. What is the defect life cycle? What are the stages involved? Uh, Okay, like this: new, open, deferred, duplicate. Lot of stages we have. Okay, you need to understand what is the best application. I can. You can take Guru 99 itself. What is the defect life cycle? They will explain in detail. Just you need to know when you are going to log the defect. Okay. I will share links as well. If you have any doubts, please let me know. Side by side, you need to learn concepts about Agile as well. Okay. Then Jira. These are the manual concepts. At least you need to know how to use Jira. Jira is one of the test management tool where we can create the test cases, we can log the defects, and we can update the test case status. Okay. After executing the each and every test case, we need to update results as well. Everything we are going to work in Jira only. Most of the companies, some companies they will use QC as well for maintaining test cases. Okay, we'll come try to add user here. Whether we have script right. Let me check. Yeah, we'll try to use same class. First one is verify, add new user. This is one test case. Another one, verify new customer. By seeing this method name itself, they can able to understand. Okay, in this method we are adding the user. In this method we are adding the customer. This one common to the both test cases, right? Where is this login as well? We need to include login. I'm going to keep here private dot find element y dot id user underscore name dot send keys. driver dot find element by dot id user underscore pass by dot id. You need to practice, okay, in such a way that you can remember these IDs as well. But this is not required. If anyone is asking, right, you can write sample code for login. Then after login, you need to perform mouse over on the settings icon. Here, this one also little bit challenging one. Okay, if you see here, we don't have any ID, name, class name, nothing is there. Even we don't have any text as well. And we can see this attribute, right? Alt is the attribute, but we don't have any method with the alt attribute. By dot alt, we don't have anything. Then we need to write a XPath. Control F. XPath, it is going to start with the tag name. Then I am going to copy this attribute. First try to write in Notepad. Always try to use Notepad for identifying elements. Double slash img, then at the rate of alt equal to settings. This is single quotes you need to define. Here I can give, yeah, one of one, it is highlighting. Otherwise, if you want to traverse, you can traverse from here as well. Like, okay, this is one way. You need to know how to write using different ways as well. Let me try with from. We need to traverse from parent element. A is the parent element. If you want to traverse from Li, you can traverse from Li as well. Li is the grandparent for the img tag. Immediate parent is A. Try to write from A, double slash A at the rate of class equal to one of 8 elements we have. Image. See, one of two we have. This is the first one. This is the second one. Both elements having same parents with the same attributes. Okay. Then you can add this attribute as well. Instead of that, better you can write the shorter one. Image at the rate of alt equal to settings. Without adding validations, we are writing these scripts. We need to add validations as well. I will tell you how to add validations. Okay, so you can traverse from parent element. Then if you want to index, use index, but don't try to use the index. Okay, if it is a rare situation, if you are unable to find any solution, for time being, use that index. You can inform. Okay, I feel little bit challenge is there. For time being, I am using index. We can inform them. Okay, because code review will happen for each and every test case before doing code check-in. You can mention the comment as well. I am using index here because I am unable to find the alternate locator. Locate element. For time being, you can mention. Later I will update. You can mention like that. The settings icon, we have expert, driver dot find element by dot expert, store in one web element. settings icon element. ELE also your wish. Okay, if you want you can define like this as well. Settings underscore icon underscore element. If you want you can add underscore as well. Just notice, okay, in project how they are doing. Watch couple of test cases, then follow the same thing. Don't try to create new one. Whatever they are following, try to use. If they are using XPath, okay, you need to know how to write XPath. Even if you have ID as well, you need to know how to write XPath. Okay, here let me change this as XPath. Double slash input at the rate of ID. Okay. Some projects they will maintain complete XPaths. Okay. Even if you have IDs as well, you need to know how to write XPath. That's why I'm changing this. Let me change this as XPath. Here user underscore pass login underscore button. Here by using actions class we are going to perform mouse over. You need to pass WebDriver reference, then actions dot move to elements. Now I am going to use only single build. I am not going to use perform method. Okay, dot. Oh, sorry, we are not going to use build method. I am going to directly use perform method. If you are performing any single action, we can use perform method without build. If you are performing multiple actions like drag and drop, that means we are dragging one element from one place to another place. That is two actions we are doing. There we need to use build.perform. Then after performing mouse over settings, here inspect the users. Here we have anchor tag with href. Then this is the link text. Driver dot find element by dot link text dot click. Then after clicking on users, here we need to enter first name. Here this is ID we have, take this ID. Still if you want to write XPath, if ID is there, then double slash, this is the tag name at the rate of ID equal to F name, like this. You can write the XPath. Driver dot find elements by dot ID. Shall we use here any data provider to create multiple users? I will show you. Then create user you need to try by your own. Okay, create user I am showing you. Okay, then you need to try for create customer. I will try to do with data provider. Okay, this one you need to do as a task. I will define data provider. Public object. This is the two-dimensional array we are going to define. Get data. Suppose sometimes I am not going to define data provider name. At that time, how we are going to pass data? Even in interview they will ask you what is data provider, when we are going to use data provider. By using data provider we are going to pass multiple sets of data to the at the rate of test annotation. It will return two-dimensional object. What is the return time on data provider? They will ask you in an interview. You can say it will return two-dimensional object. Suppose I don't have any name for the data provider, how you are going to pass to the at the rate of test annotation? Generally, we need to define name, right? Okay, I'm not going to define any name here. In this case, how we are going to pause this. Some people they will ask you to write syntax. Can you please write syntax for data provider with couple of username password for login. Here how many users we are going to create? I am going to create 5 users with the parameters 3 columns. How many fields we have? Here we have 3 for 1 2 3. Okay, this will represent the columns. How many fields we are going to do? How many users we are going to create? It will represent the rows. Already we saw at Excel. At that day I showed you Excel. Here, okay, 5 users. Then this is the first name. This is the last name. Gmail, like this. How many users we are going to create? We are going to create 5 users. You need to remember in this way, okay, so that this will represent the rows, this will represent the columns, how many fields we have. Even in interview they will ask you, oh, what is this first dimensional, what it will reflect, second dimensional array, what it will reflect. You need to explain them. Then obj, we are assigning values now. Hmm, Ravi 1, okay. This is 0th row, 0th column. Last name 0th row, first column. Because this it is going to start with the 0th index, row 0, column 0. Last name, email obj equal to ravi@gmail.com. Still we are not adding any validations here. Okay, just I'm trying to automate couple of test cases. Before performing any action on element, you need to add validation as well. We have couple of methods. I will show you. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. Then here. Now I need to inform this method. Okay, return this object. I need to add a keyword because this method it will return two-dimensional object. This is the reference. Okay, here we don't have any data provider name. This method name is there, right? I will copy this method name and I will define here. You can get this data provider equal to. If you don't have any method name, you can define the data provider name as this object name. Now, how many parameters we are getting? 3 parameters, right? One is string first name, string last name, string email. This is the first name we are going to enter. And also, whenever you are parametering, right, you need to know from where we are going to start. Okay, performing mouse over, then we need to enter. I will show you. Okay, what are the challenges you will face. You need to know. Okay, initial point, el name, then email. Here email id, then add user. We need to click on add user. Here id is there, but see this, for login button also they use the same id. Okay, don't use this kind of thing because this is irrespective of this one. Try to use any expert. Okay, here try to write button you can't take because most of the buttons having same type. Don't use this one. I will take this value attribute and then I will try to add the expert. Control C, tag name is double slash input at the rate of the value added. Okay, here change this to single attribute. Control X, element y dot id, like expert, right? We are taking dot click. Now initially what we are doing in before test, we are clicking up to login. Then we are performing mouse over. I will do one thing. I will perform mouse over here itself. Before test. Okay. Now try to execute and see whether it is working or not. After completing all test cases, we need to close the browser as well. I will use after test as well here. You can write anywhere. Okay. There is no specific line of code you need to mention below the at the rate of test. Okay, you can mention anywhere, but sequence of that particular annotations already you know in which sequence it will execute. Okay, browser instance, this one your use. Okay, whatever you want to give. Close browser instance, clear browser instance, then driver dot close method. Here we are going to open browser only one time. Okay, then we are launching URL once. Login also we are doing once because we kept under before test. Then we are creating the multiple users with the help of data provider. Run as test engine test. See it open browser, launched URL, login. Sign in button, it is not working. What happened? Any mistake in the script? No such element. See this locator. Login button. We don't have any event locator with the login button. Dial.id at the rate of login underscore button dot click method. Oh, expert. See, I forgot to change this as expert. That's why it is unable to identify the element. Run as test engine test. See what happened. Just perform mouse over once. It created one user. Then remaining it is not doing. Okay. I will change this to here. Right click run as. See, it is too speed. Okay, it is going too much speed. I will do one thing. After performing mouse over, I am going to enter. Um, After adding user, I will do one thing. I will add thread.sleep. It is going to speed. Add throws declaration here. Copy. After clicking users also, I want to wait for 5 seconds. Here everything is fine. Okay, we need to change something here. Yeah, here also mistake is there. 0 0. Then we need to change this as 1 0. First row, zeroth column. First row, first column. First row, second column. Second row, zeroth column. Second row. That's why don't copy paste. Okay, this kind of mistakes will happen. Create new one from scratch. Okay, next test engine test. Now after logging, every time we are going to perform mouse over on settings icon. Then we are waiting for 5 seconds. Now we'll enter. What happened? It is not entering first name. Okay, some issue is there. It is not working. Why no such element? We are trying to identify element using first name. Okay, input at the rate of id first name. Whether we have or not. Input at the rate of id first name. Yeah, we have, but here we are using id. That's why it is not entering data. We'll check these two as well. Inspect elements. Verify first name. Okay, this is fine. Last name. Yeah, L name. Email is there. Okay, now we are good. Now it will enter the first name, last name, and email. It will create the users. Okay. After clicking add user, it created the first user. Now second user it is creating. We added thread.sleep, right? It is taking time. Here edit option is not available. Just we have add user, delete user. Okay, delete user. Okay, whatever users we are creating, right? You need to delete user as well. Try to delete that. Now it created 5 users. See, if you want, you can create 1,000 users as well. Only thing you need to write proper script so that if whole day it will execute the scripts. It will create users, edit user, delete users. This is very interesting one. You need to spend time for practicing purpose. Close method is not working. Try with quit. Okay. Any doubts in this? We use a data provider as well. Generally, right, okay. Here, whenever you identify any element, you need to add validations as well. Okay. Here, what I will do, whenever you are calling find element method, it will return web element, right? This is the username element. Username underscore element. Here, I am going to write validation if these are the web element methods we have. Dot is displayed, is enabled, is selected. But you need to know when we need to use is displayed method, when you need to use is enabled method, when we need to use is selected method. Is displayed, okay, suppose if you are going to enter any username, then password, those are the input fields, and also any links we have. If you want to verify whether link is available or not, is displayed. Any text is available or not, we can use is displayed method. If element is displayed, then I'm going to enter my username. Okay, this is perfect validation. We are going to add, even we need to add explicit weight as well. This is okay. After entering data, entered username. Else unable to enter. Like this, you need to add validations for each and every field before performing any action. What are the validations you will add in interview? They will ask you. Okay, you can say them. If it is input field or text, I can use is displayed method. If it is button, means I'm going to use is enabled method. Based on the web element type, you can use the methods. Dot is enabled. If it is button, means you can use is enabled method. Then login button dot click. It will check, okay. What it will return is enabled method, it will return boolean true. If it is true, this will be executed. Already we know what is the if condition. If this condition is true, it will perform this action, otherwise it will come to else statement. Unable to click login button. These validations, okay, if you see framework, right, everything will define inside the reusable methods. I will tell you when we started, right, when we are going to start with the frameworks part, I will tell you how to write these reusable methods, how we are going to include implicit weight, explicit weight, and also we have fluent weight as well. When we need to use implicit weight, when we need to use explicit weight, when we need to use fluent weight as well. Implicit weight we can define at the rate of like after launching URL. Okay, here you can define driver dot manage dot. Even some people they will ask you to write syntax for implicit weight. Driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait. It will take two arguments. One is long argument. This is the first argument it will take. Another one time unit. Long argument I can define 15 seconds. Here I can give time unit dot see. Here you can define even hours as well. Suppose if you want to perform any action after 1 hour, you can define hours as well. But mostly we are going to use these seconds. There is the syntax for implicit wait. It is the global one. Once if you are defining implicit wait, it is applicable for all elements until the driver instance is available. Until we need to execute this command, right? Until executing this command, it is applicable for all elements. It will wait for the all elements to be loaded. There is the syntax for implicit wait, and they will ask you definition as well. Okay, implicit wait is the global one. It is applicable for all elements until driver instance is available. You can say this definition. Implicit is the global one. It is applicable once if you are defining implicit wait, it is applicable for all elements until driver instance is available. Okay, this is the syntax you need to. This is method chaining. In single line we are calling multiple methods. This is one method, this is one method, this is one method. It will take two arguments. First one is the lang one. This is the time unit. You can define hours as well. It will wait if element is not available, right? Okay, you need to understand how it is going to work as well. Suppose if you are defining 15 seconds here, if element is identified within 3 seconds, then it will execute the another command. It won't wait for the 15 seconds. Max we are giving the 30 seconds. Yeah, this is the default timeout. Max we can give 30 seconds. What is the default timeout in Selenium? 30 seconds is the default timeout. You can define 30 seconds. Max it will wait for the 30 seconds. Within 30 seconds, if element is not loaded, it will throw timeout exception. Because we implemented implicit wait. If you are trying to load the elements within 30 seconds, if element is not available after 30 seconds, it will throw timeout exception. Within 5 seconds, if element is loaded, it will execute another command. It won't wait for the 30 seconds. Okay, now we added validations, right? Here we added this login button. We added password also. Let's add validation. See, day one itself, I am not saying this validations. First, we are going with the step by step. First, we created normal scripts. Now we are converting this to validations. Same way you need to learn. Okay, directly go. Don't go. What is this web element and all? First, you need to know how to create the scripts normally. Create one sample test case. Okay, test file, and try to automate the scenario. Later, change that to framework level. At least if you anyone asking, right, you can execute and show them. Okay, I created the sample script. I'm integrating with the framework. Sometimes, okay, if any complex frameworks are there, means some companies they will create very complex frameworks. It will take time to understand that and the implementation. Sometimes you will get null pointer exception. You are unable to identify the element. Still, you are using proper element locator. Okay, you need to know properly where you need to do the changes as well. If you have any doubts while giving KT sessions after joining in any organization, don't hesitate. Okay, don't feel shy. Ask them. Okay, in earlier company, that framework was very simple. We implemented. It is looking like little bit complex one. Can you please explain or create one script how to do this? Most of the people, 90% they will help you. Any team members are there means only 10%. Okay, they won't help you. You need to request them, then only they will help you. Otherwise you just, if you are strong in subject, right, you can complain to the team lead as well. He is not giving proper KT. I'm unable to automate the test case. First, you need to understand the frameworks. Okay, each and every organization they are having their own frameworks. Okay, some people they will create complex frameworks. Some people they will create simple frameworks. You need to understand that framework for automation testing. Manual testing anyone can do. Only thing they need to know proper English. The password element is there. Is displayed. This is input field, right? That's why we are using is displayed method. If element is displayed, we are going to use send keys method. Okay, before using send keys, right, what will happen, some fields they are having some predefined data. Okay, you need to clear that first. Okay, whenever you are using send keys method, please clear any predefined method or predefined data. We have clear method to clear the predefined data from input field. If you are using clear method to clear any text area, it won't clear that clear method. Okay, sometimes what will happen, this is the defined one. They will add this data like this. Okay, you need to clear this, then only you can able to enter first name. Otherwise, what will happen? By default, first name will be there. If you try to add first name Ravi, it will be appended here. It's not going to override. You need to understand. Okay, some fields, what will happen? Developers they will create some pre-populated data. What you need to enter first, you need to clear the data, then only you can enter. By using clear method, you can clear data from input field. This is also an interview question. Suppose if you want to clear this field, no, you cannot clear because this is a text area. By using clear method, you cannot able to clear. By using clear method, you can clear data from input field or any search box as well. Here also you can clear data. If any predefined data is there, if you want to clear this is the search bar. You can use clear method. By using clear method, you cannot clear here. This is different. This is drop down. Here you can clear. You need to understand where you can use clear method, where you cannot use clear method. Okay, after adding validation, now we are going to enter. Okay, we can enter username, password. Okay, before entering, we can use clear method. Any predefined data is there, it will clear. Then send keys method. This is the password I am going to enter. After entering, I can inform here. Let me copy paste this. Entered password. Unable to enter password. If element is available, okay, if it is returning true, what will happen if it is throwing an exception? I will show you. Okay, first we'll execute normal one. Let me remove this. I don't want to use this here. After adding customer, also let me remove this. Run as test change test. If you want to see what is happening exactly, we can use thread.sleep to halt the execution. See, timeouts are different and waits are different. Sorry, waits and thread.sleep is different. You need to understand thread.sleep we can use to halt the execution. It will stop the execution. Timeouts, okay, it is going to identify the element. It will wait until the element is available. See our test case are pass. Suppose, okay, here I am changing instead of user underscore pass, what will happen? Instead of copy pasting, I am writing by own. I change this to caps U. Now see what will happen. You need to note down what kind of exceptions you will get as well. In interview, they will ask you what kind of exceptions you can see frequently. Entered username success. Then after that, it is not entering password. That means some issue is there. Okay, please go through this and try to complete this task. Tomorrow I will tell you how to do this automation, add user. Just at least by from your side try to automate this. Tomorrow I will tell you, okay, how to create user. And also you need to use data provider. Okay, I'm expecting each and everyone they need to complete this add customer with data provider. Using data provider you need to create multiple customers. Okay, try, then only you will face the challenges. It is throwing no such element exception. See, no such element exception. These are the predefined exceptions available in Selenium. If element is not available, it will throw no such element exception. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.